Imagine this. It's December 7th, 1941. The sky over Pearl Harbor is filled with Japanese bombers. Explosions, chaos, fire everywhere. But suddenly, out in the deep blue Pacific, something appears, a sleek, silent beast of steel. A modern nuclear submarine, armed with missiles, sonar, and stealth beyond anyone's wildest imagination. What would happen if this 21st century sea monster joined the fight at Pearl Harbor? To set the stage, Pearl Harbor was attacked by Japan with over 350 aircraft and several mini-submarines. The U.S. fleet was caught completely off guard. Battleships sank, thousands lost their lives, and the event pushed America straight into World War II. But let's twist history a little. What if, by some time travel accident, a modern U.S. Navy Virginia-class submarine, like the USS Washington, suddenly appeared in 1941? This thing isn't your grandpa's submarine. It's 377 feet long, runs on nuclear power, and can stay underwater for months without surfacing. Oh, and it carries over 40 Tomahawk cruise missiles, each capable of striking targets more than 1,000 miles away with pinpoint accuracy. So yeah, it's basically a silent, underwater death machine. Step 1. Arrival in 1941. The modern subsurfaces near Hawaii. Its crew is confused. Their GPS says, error. The radio sounds like 1940 static, and there's no Wi-Fi. But within minutes, they detect dozens of aircraft on radar heading straight for Oahu. They realize this isn't a drill. It's the Pearl Harbor attack. Step 2. Detection and defense. Modern submarines have advanced sonar and radar systems. They'd pick up Japanese ships and submarines long before the attack even started. In fact, they could track every single enemy vessel in a 50-mile radius, something impossible for 1940s tech. The captain could easily launch a few torpedoes and wipe out the Japanese mini-subs before they even got close to Pearl Harbor. Step 3. The counterattack. Here's where things get insane. Once the attack begins, the modern sub could dive deep and start launching Tomahawk missiles. These missiles travel at nearly 550 miles per hour, faster than any World War II aircraft. The sub could lock onto Japanese carriers like the Akagi and Kaga, the main ships launching the attack, and destroy them within minutes. Each missile has GPS-guided precision. One hit, and those massive carriers would be toast. Imagine the Japanese pilots mid-flight suddenly losing contact with their ships, confused as explosions light up the horizon behind them. Their fuel runs low. They have nowhere to land. Game over. Step 4. The ripple effect. With their carriers gone, Japan's entire plan collapses. The U.S. fleet still suffers damage, but far less. The attack that once shocked the world would now turn into a humiliating defeat for Japan, all thanks to one futuristic submarine. But the story doesn't end there. Now think about this. Once the world discovers this mysterious sub, a vessel that no one in 1941 could even comprehend, everything changes. Scientists would go insane trying to understand nuclear propulsion, sonar systems, and missile technology decades ahead of its time. The U.S. could reverse engineer just one piece of it and jump their military tech 50 years forward. World War II might end in months instead of years. The atomic bomb program might speed up, or maybe even be replaced by guided missiles. The Cold War? Probably never happens the same way. But there's a darker side too. What happens when a 1940s military gets its hands on 21st century nukes? Would humanity even survive that kind of power so soon? So, if a modern submarine fought at Pearl Harbor, it wouldn't just save the U.S. fleet. It could completely rewrite world history. Japan's Pacific dominance would end instantly. The U.S. might become a superpower decades earlier. And the world might never experience the same global balance we know today. It's a perfect reminder that technology shapes history, and sometimes a single machine can change the fate of millions. So what do you think? Would a modern sub be a hero, or a disaster waiting to happen? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if you enjoyed diving into this what if, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next wild twist of history. Until next time, stay curious and keep those two brain cells thinking.